Hi guys, and welcome back to my house. My name is Sage, for those of you who don't know me, and today's video is part of my holiday side dish series, and we're going to make some delicious and easy stuffing. First off, you're going to need a frying pan, and the first thing I do is I add some oil. I'm adding some bacon grease that's left over from some bacon that I used in my green bean casserole, but you can use, whatever kind of oil you like. If you're into olive oil or whatever, just butter, it doesn't matter. But anyways, get enough in there so it coats the bottom, and then once it gets hot, go ahead and add all of your vegetables. I have carrot, onion, and celery here. It's one small onion, a couple carrots, and I think three stalks or 4 stalks of celery. But anyways, mix it all up and we're going to saute till it gets soft. Next up, I'm going to take some cooking spray and spray the sides and bottom of my baking dish because I don't want my stuffing to stick to it. And then I'm going to add my sausage. I'm using regular sausage here. I'm not going to add it until the vegetables are soft. And then I'm going to just chop it up and brown it. I want it nice and brown and crumbly. And then I'm going to add some black pepper. I'm going to add a generous amount of black pepper to it because that's what I like, as well as a pinch of allspice. You don't want to add too much of this. Just a pinch will go a far way, especially if you are using already flavored stuffing cubes. Next up, I'm going to grab my spice bin that I keep in my pantry that I have all of my rarely used spices in. If you want to see a video, hit the iCard in the top right corner and you can see that video. But I'm going to use some rub sage here. You can also use ground sage if you want to. I'm using about a tablespoon and I'm just going to add it right on in there. If you're using sage sausage, it's perfectly fine. Add the same amount because sage is good, yo. And then we're going to do our liquids. For liquids, you're going to want some mushroom soup. I just add 1 can of that. And some broth. I'm using chicken broth, but you can use whatever kind of broth you want to use. Turkey, beef, pork, whatever, it doesn't really matter. As long as you add 2 cups of it per can is what we're going to add. And then once I get it in there, I'm going to give it a good whisking. I want to make sure it's nice and incorporated and there's no big lumps or chunky whatever in there. Now to a separate bowl, I'm going to add my sausage and vegetable mixture. And then 2 packages of stuffing cubes. I'm using flavored ones here. I'm going to give them a good mix. I want everything totally mixed before I add my liquids. Now I'm going to be very specific about how I add my liquid. I'm going to spread it around the top because I want an even coating, and then I'm going to gently but quickly stir it and mix it all together. I want everything coated, but I don't want anything mushy. I don't want anything to sit in any liquid for too long. I don't want it dry. I'll add more like broth if it needs more liquid to it, but I don't want it mushy and I don't want it dry. And you just kind of have to pay attention to how much you're adding it. I can't really tell you until you try it. And then I'm going to add it to a baking pan and I'm going to spread it out. I'm not going to mash it into the bottom of the pan though. I'm just going to gently spread it out because I don't want mush. I want these little craters. If you just kind of tap your spatula into the top, it'll create little craters in there that when you bake it and then you serve it, the gravy will get stuck in there and it's awesome. But anyways, I'm going to add some either butter or margarine. I'm using margarine because that's what I had today. I didn't have enough butter. And I'm just going to add a few dollops to the top, and it'll not only flavor it, but it'll keep it moist as well, so you don't have too dry of a stuffing. And then I'm going to add it to a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 35 minutes or until it's golden brown. And then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to let it sit for like 5 minutes before I set so that the whole thing just kind of like resettles. And then I'm going to top it with gravy and I'm just going to eat that up, like the whole pan, like not even joking. It's my favorite part of Thanksgiving, stuffing. Like, oh my God, it's so good. But anyways, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like it, then please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the fun. I do organizing and cooking videos every week. And would you do me a favor and hit that share button? Because, I'm a new YouTuber and sharing my videos would be cool for me, So just do it. Yeah, okay, anyways. Thanks for stopping by my house, guys. I will see you next time.